for our short practice today, you might want to have 2 blocks and a blanket handy. We'll be starting seated. You might want to sit up on your blanket if that's more comfortable for your back or any other part of your body. And then go ahead and bring your feet out in front of you in a very long diamond. So there's a lot of space between your pelvis and the heels of your feet. Once you're here, sit tall. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears, and allow your eyes to close, keeping the back of your neck long. Let yourself arrive for practice. Feel the breath coming in and out of your body. And take in your mind this diamond shape that you've created with your legs. Think of the brilliance of diamonds, how they shine, but also how sturdy or hard they are. Think of the strength of your own self. And imagine yourself like a diamond in practice today. Consider the energy of a diamond and its ability to sit for years, decades, millennia underneath the earth, just waiting to be unearthed. You might consider parts of yourself that are waiting to be unearthed, and how you surrender into the waiting. Move into Dirga Pranayama, or full yogic breathing now, filling up your lower belly, your middle belly, up to your chest. As you exhale, release the breath from top to bottom. Fill up and let go. Notice the activity or the energy of breathing in, the release or the surrender of letting go. If you'd like, set an intention for your practice today. Take another deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or keep them open. The next time that you exhale, draw your tailbone down and round your spine to the back of the room, coming into a seated cat position. As you inhale, lift your tailbone, lift the ribs, open the front of your throat. Let your spine begin to move. Start slow, and then let the energy begin to build. Inhaling as you come forward and exhaling as you release. The next time that you've exhaled and rounded to the back of the room, send your ribs over to the right. Pull them forward, over to the left, and back behind you. Circling your upper body around your lower body. And then let yourself pause wherever you are and go in the opposite direction. See if you can let your head release a little more on this side, really letting go and having that sense of surrendering to the movement. And the next time that you're down by your feet, stay there and walk your hands toward your feet. Let your torso rock a little left and right, stretching out a little more around your lower back. And then bring yourself to center and stillness. Reach your right arm forward and lengthen through the side body. On your inhalation, sweep your arm up toward the sky, and as you exhale, reach it back behind you. And then inhale, lift the arm up, and as you exhale, bring it down towards your feet, and then lengthen through the left side. Reach the left arm forward, inhale, coming up, and exhaling back behind you. Inhale, lifting the arm up, exhale, reaching and lengthening forward. And just go back and forth. You can continue to do this as 2 breaths. Or if it feels comfortable, try it as 1 breath. Inhaling all the way up and back. Exhaling, coming forward. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling, coming forward. The next time that left hand comes down, pause there again, rock a little side to side. And then take this rocking and walk yourself up, hands coming to your inner thighs, and just use the heel of your hands and sweep down from your upper inner thigh toward your knee. We'll be working with the inner thighs today, so make a little connection here. And then pound out just a little tapping. And then slide your hands toward your shins, walk your feet back in towards you into a little bit of a tighter angle or bound angle, and let yourself start to rock side to side. Massaging through the glutes and starting to open up your inner thighs or your adductors a little more. Keep your abdominal wall engaged and keep reaching up through the crown of your head. Let yourself come back to center, and if you need support underneath your knees, place your blocks underneath your knees. Otherwise, inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, climb a rope a few times, find your long side body here. And hold the arms up. As you exhale, release your right hand down to the floor and tip over to the right with your left arm. Inhale, coming all the way up, and as you exhale, tip over to the left. Let yourself float side to side. The next time that your arms are coming up overhead, bring both arms up, twist to the right, bring your left hand to your knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, sweep your arms across your body and go to the other side. And go back and forth a few times, rotating through the spine, letting your head go with you. Next time you've finished on the left, come back to center. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, pull your knees up towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug, dropping the chin in toward your throat. And then inhale, lift your head. Walk your feet out about as wide as your mat. You might need to move them forward a little. Bring your hands back behind you and let your knees go side to side. Keep the sternum lifted. Windshield wipering your knees. The next time that you're over on the right, stay there. Tap your left knee up and down a few times. With your next inhalation, bring both knees up, lower to the left, and tap the left knee up and down a few times. Bring both knees back up to center. Walk your feet wide. You're going to place one hand behind you, one hand in front of you, and rock yourself forward up into a squat. Once you're here, you can place your hands underneath your blocks and let yourself rock side to side. Working down into your hips, continuing to open up through your inner thighs. And then bringing yourself back to center. Inhale, look up, open the front of your throat, pull the shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, lift your hips, turn your toes forward, and fold down into forward fold. Turn the toes out, inhale, come into the squat. And exhale, come up. Go back and forth a few times. Opening up through the back side of the legs, the hamstrings. And then if you'd like, you can start to move a little faster and add a hara breath. Hara breath is an in through the nose, out through the mouth. Generating a little more energy and heat. Last time. And then return to your squat. Rocking a little side to side. The next time that you rock over onto your right toes with the heel up, stay there. Again, hands can come onto blocks. Slide your left leg away. Breathing here, the toe points up to the ceiling. Try not to lock your knee. Let your shoulders relax. Allow your eyes to close and breathe into sensation. Notice if you have a lot of sensation, does that raise your energy? And can you let yourself surrender into whatever you're feeling here? Keeping the back of the neck long. And then the next time that you inhale, hug the navel in, slide that left foot back, let yourself rock a little side to side. The next time that you're over on that left heel, stay there, lifting the heel up, slide that right leg out. You might find one side feels different than the other. And try not to judge, just be aware and witness that sensation. The eye gaze is slightly down in front of you. With your next inhalation, draw that right leg in and then lower down onto your heels. If getting to your heels is not for you today, place a blanket underneath your heels to give you a little more support. And then from here, take your right arm out and across your right foot at a diagonal, pressing your shoulder or your tricep against your knee, and inhale your left arm up toward the sky. If looking up with your head doesn't work, look down at the left. Let your weight sink into your heels. Keep lifting your sternum and the shoulder blades draw down the back. Feel that long line of energy from your left fingertips to your right fingertips. Settle into your hips and your inner thighs. And with your next exhalation, release the left hand down. Bring the palms together at your heart in Anjali Mudra. And just take a moment. With your next inhalation, take the left arm out to the side. Feel that arm press against your leg and sweep your right arm up in a diagonal, turning the gaze to look to the right. Notice how much you're engaging or holding, how much energy you're raising, and can you surrender some part of you? Can you let go and find ease in the posture? With your next exhalation, bring the hands back into your heart, palms together, back of the neck long. Once more, return your fingertips to the floor or to your blocks. Rock a little side to side. We'll be extending that left leg again. You can come back into the posture we did just a moment ago with the heel on the ground and the right heel up. So you can come into that right toe down, heel up, and extend your left leg out. Or you can play a little and lower as you slide your left leg out, lower your right heel to the floor. Decide what works best for you. Breathing here. And then shifting your weight into your toe, bring that left leg in, rock out through your ankles and your inner thighs. The next time that you're over on that left side, you can lower the heel down, slide the leg out, or keep the heel up. Your choice. Noticing how the inner thigh feels in this position with the heel down versus the heel up. For me, I actually feel less inner thigh and more work just on balance and in that opposite ankle. And then press into your hands, lift yourself back to center. Take a breath in at center, look up. As you exhale, lift the hips, turn the toes forward, release. Inhale, sinking down. Exhale, lifting up. One more time, inhale, sinking down. Exhale, lifting up. And this time as you lift up, take a moment just to hang in waterfall. Releasing your head, hold on to your opposite elbows. Rock a little side to side. Again, you may want to place your hands on blocks or fingers to the floor. Begin to heel toe your feet out to a wide stance. Decide what feels stable and supportive for you. Once you're here, start to shift your weight. Your toes are forward, coming into a standing side lunge. Next time that you're over on the right, stay there for a moment, engage your abdominal wall, sink down. You might walk your hands over to the right just a little. Try not to lock your left knee. Come back up to center, walk over to the left. Come back to center. Now walk your hands forward as you send your hips back into a wide-legged downward facing dog, bringing your ears in line with your arms. Press into your heels, the balls of your feet. Press all your knuckles into the floor. Find your breath. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Turn your heels in, toes out. Bring your hands to your thighs and sit down into horse stance. Pressing the legs away from you. Navel draws in. As you exhale, pull your left shoulder over to the right and sink your hips down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale over to the other side. Go back and forth a few times. And then come back to center. Press down into your legs. Straighten. Lift your arms up into five-pointed star. Full breath in and out. Then as you exhale, sink down into goddess or victory squat. Inhale, come up to five-pointed star. And then this time as you exhale, pull the hands down, sink back in toward that horse. Bring your left elbow to your thigh, palm up. Send your weight back into your right foot. Take your right arm up and over your ear. Feel your breath. Surrender into the posture. On your inhalation, come up, 5-pointed star. Sink down into your feet, shoulders relaxed. Take another breath in. As you exhale, sinking back through horse, lowering that right elbow to your thigh. Shift your weight into your left foot. Take the left arm over your ear. Can you find equal weight in both of your feet and a long side body stretch? Strengthen your legs. On your inhalation, come all the way up to that 5-pointed star. And then exhale, release your arms. Take a breath in. Exhaling completely. Heel, toe, or step your feet back to a Tadasana stance. And as you stand in Tadasana, close your eyes. Notice the energy coming up the inner lines of your legs. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. And as you exhale, drop your chin in towards your heart. Turn your fingers down. Crumple yourself all the way toward the floor. Find that forward fold again. Pressing through the legs. Fingertips touch your blocks or the floor. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Walk your hands forward so that you can bend your knees, coming through table position to sit down on your buttocks. Sliding the soles of your feet together back into that bound ankle position. You might sit up on a blanket to support the hips and back. And this time, bring your hands, you can thread your fingers together, bring them underneath your feet. You can also hold on to your ankles, your shins, or your knees. Wherever you are, press the feet down, lift the sternum up, hinge forward, keeping a long spine. Soften the body here. Then on inhalation, release the hands, come all the way up. Draw your left knee up toward the sky and slide that leg out toward the front of the room, pressing through the heel. Then draw your right foot up toward your left inner thigh. Take a full breath in and out. With your fingertips on either side of your front leg, take a full breath in here. And as you exhale, let yourself begin to hinge forward and just say hello to your hamstrings. Think about pressing out through the inside ankle of that left foot. And then press your thigh toward the earth. With your next inhalation, walk yourself all the way up. Go ahead and slide that left leg out to the side, pulling the right foot a little closer to your pelvis. Lower your left arm to your thigh. Take your right arm up and over the ear, finding a long side stretch. Let both shoulders relax away from your ears. Reaching through your fingers. And on your inhalation, come all the way up. Exhale, pulling that elbow down. Bend that left knee just a little to slide the leg back into that Janushirshasana position. Take a deep breath up in, lengthening your spine. Exhale, hinge forward again. This time you may want to round, reaching the crown of the head toward your feet, bringing your hands to your heel or to your toes. Or you might choose to have a long spine. On your inhalation, come all the way up. Exhale, soften the body. And then inhale, bring both arms up and overhead. As you exhale, rotate to the right. Bring your left hand to your knee, right hand back behind you. Draw the navel in, lean into your back body, and rotate the spine, turning the head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale and lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, unwind. Take just a moment to pull that right knee up. Take the leg out. Close your eyes, sit tall. Feel your sitting bones. Notice the inside line of the right leg versus the left leg. Notice your energy. And that energy may feel like a sense of grounding more on one side than the other. And when you're ready, you can pull that left foot up to your right inner thigh. Fingertips come to either side of that right leg. Lift your sternum up. Lengthen your spine. Keep reaching out through your right heel as you just hinge forward a little bit over that right leg. Stay long in your spine. Inhale, coming all the way up. Once you're up, soften the body and slide that right leg out to the side, pulling the left foot a little closer in towards your pelvis. And again, a blanket under the buttocks here can be helpful. Draw your right arm across your right leg. Lift your left arm up and over your shoulder, pressing down through your left hip. Keep reaching out through your right heel. Finding your breath. If it's too much, of course, to hold the arm up, fingers can come to your shoulder. You can also just leave your hand down. Take one more deep breath into the left side of your body. And then on your inhalation, come all the way up, pulling that left elbow down. Bend the right knee just a little bit and draw the leg back out in front of you. Bringing the sole of that right foot to your, left foot to your right inner thigh. Lift your sternum up. As you exhale, hinge forward. Here again, you might stay tall or you might start to round, keeping the crown of the head reaching toward the front of the room. Navel draws in to support the lower back. Keeping the breath nice and even, finding ease in the posture. With your next inhalation, walk yourself all the way up. On an inhalation, bring the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, rotate to the left. Bring your left hand to your knee, right hand behind you, lengthening your spine. Turning the head to look over the left shoulder. Deep breath in. On your exhalation, unwind, come back to center. Draw that left knee up toward the ceiling. Slide the leg away. And just again, take a breath in and out here, noticing the body, noticing the inner lines of your legs. Go ahead now and bend your knees, bringing your feet flat to the floor. You might need to turn yourself so that you're fully on your mat. And bring your hands behind your thighs. We're just going to do a little bit of spinal rocking. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia or any sensitivity in your spine, this might not feel good, and just go ahead and roll down onto your back. Otherwise, keep the abdominal wall engaged and let yourself roll back and forth a few times. The next time that you're rolling up, stay there. Bring your hands behind you and then drawing your tailbone under, slowly roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Bring your feet to a comfortable position on the floor and just take a breath in and out here. With your next exhalation, pull your right knee into your chest. Just give it a little tug or a little love. And then bring the left knee in to meet it. Do the same thing. And then draw the soles of your feet together. Reach your hands for your feet, coming into a supine bound ankle position. And then let your knees go forward and back. So you're just rocking one forward, one back, one forward, one back. You might find this is a nice little massage on your pelvis, on your lower back. Bring the legs to stillness, back of the neck long, lower back on the floor. Hold on to your right foot or right big toe and take the right leg out to the side. Let the right shoulder relax. Pressing through the heel. On an exhalation, bring that heel back in. Holding onto the other big toe, yogic toe lock, pointer finger, middle finger, go in between the first and second toe, and then take that left leg out. Pressing through the heel, lower back pressing down, finding your breath. Bending the knee, bringing the heels back together. Now holding on to both big toes or the feet. You can even bring your hands to the outside of your knees. We'll come into a supine wide angle, opening both legs out, keeping the sacrum toward the floor. Shoulders relaxed, pressing through the heels. On your next inhalation, bring the knees and the feet back in, drawing the knees together, give them a hug. And slide your hands to the top of your knees and roll your knees around in a few circles. They can go opposite of one another or the same. And circle the other way. Bring both knees in. Draw your arms out at your side in T position. Hug the knees together and lower the knees over to the right. You can take your right hand to the top of your left knee. Turn your head in any direction that feels comfortable. Coming into an easy twist. Letting the body surrender from the soles of your feet up through the crown of your head. Relaxing that right hand, bring first the top knee and then the bottom knee back up to center. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower both knees over to the opposite side. The left hand can come to the top knee. Noticing any sensation, vibration, or pulsing around the inner thighs, meaning you made a connection. relaxing the left hand, bring one knee up and then the other. Once more, hug both knees in. Lower one foot at a time to the floor. And then if there's any other movement that you might need before relaxation, allow yourself to move. I like to press my feet into the floor and do a little oscillating here. It always feels good. You might like to do something else. And whenever that feels complete, find your position for relaxation today. You might do a little wiggling, maybe a blanket underneath your knees. Once you're settled, take 3 deep breaths in and out of the body. And as you exhale, let all of the energy that you created in practice start to subside, to integrate into all the small places in your body that might need a little extra care. Letting go. To the place in your body that you feel the most. It might be a sensation of warmth or coolness, a vibration, a pressure of your body against the floor. Invite that sensation to release or to grow, depending on how it feels to you. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Run your tongue around the back and front of your teeth. And then let yourself stretch any way that feels good. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And eventually bend your knees. Roll over to your favorite side. And take a moment to connect with yourself. How practice feels in your body. how you were able to move your energy and to surrender. Use your top hand, press down into the floor, and walk yourself up to a comfortable seated position, using any support that you might need. Once you're settled, lengthen from pelvis to crown. Allow your eyes to close. Lean into your back body just a little. Taking in these words from Dana Falls today, trust the energy that courses through you. Trust, then take surrender even deeper. Be the energy. Don't push anything away. Follow each sensation back to its source in vastness and pure essence. In closing this class, let's share the sound of Om together, inviting the breath into the body. Bringing your hands to your heart in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, bowing your head to your heart and the light that resides there. Hari Om, peace, peace, peace. May there be peace within each one of you. May there be peace on this journey that is your life. And may you know that you are exactly where you are meant to be at this moment. The light in me sees the light in each of you. Jai Bhagwan.